They want me to go to Las Vegas at once. Make contact with a Portuguese photographer named Lacerda. He'll have all the details. All I have to do, check into my soundproof suite. He'll seek me out. What do you think?
What was your first meeting with Hunter Thompson like?
The first time that I ever saw Hunter Thompson in person was his classic Hunter Thompson. I was in a place called the Woody Creek Tavern in Woody Creek, Colorado. Sitting there, I was with my girl at the time. We were hanging out. It was Christmas. And we were in there having a drink, and this friend of ours came up and said, "Oh, I just spoke to Hunter. He's coming down." And about 10 minutes later, the front door burst open, and there was this hulking figure, which was clearly Hunter S. Thompson, standing there with a cattle prod in one hand, a big 3-foot, fully electrified cattle prod in one hand, waving it around, and a taser, sort of a stun gun in the other.
Of course.
Waving it around, and people were sort of diving out of the way, and it was, I didn't stop laughing from that second on.
What was it like to be in the one scene when Hunter Thompson appears in the movie and you see him?
That was the one day that Hunter was on the set, so it was a little crazy. I mean, I was nervous because it was the first time he was going to see me in person as him, so I was a little freaked out. It was great. I mean, it was great fun. He was initially very uncooperative, and then he was very cooperative. He was great, and he was great fun to have around.
Has he seen the final film, and if so, what was his reaction to you about your portrayal of him?
He was very generous with words after the film, because Hunter's not one to just sort of give up. He won't just give something away, like that. He applauded it. He just said, he said, "You've done a great job," and he loved the film. Didn't want it to end. He said the greatest thing. He called the film an eerie. He said it's an eerie trumpet call over a lost battlefield, which I thought was so beautiful and so profound. Yeah, he supports the film, and he was very, very supportive and nice about my performance. So I was really pleased. It was a great relief, believe me, because I thought, he may hate it and he may hate me. So
that lost battlefield he just mentioned to you, do you really think it's lost? Do you think this movie will bring it back at all?
I think this film can wake people up in a lot of ways, whereas most films, unfortunately, today are as Terry so very well said, are pre-digested kind of baby food. And my feeling is that a lot of films are these kind of formula Hallmark cards, whereas this film is not. This film is not formula in any way. It's not any sort of rational structure to it. It's a film that is designed to stimulate and cause a response, whether it makes you laugh like a fiend, or whether it makes you hideously angry. It's there to provoke and stimulate and make you think.
You've chosen, obviously, to play a lot of great characters. You have not chosen the Tom Cruise route, playing the same character a lot, but your movies don't always make huge money the way Tom Cruise's does. Any regrets about that? Or are you happy about what you've done?
No, I have no regrets at all. I believe that everything I've done up to now, it's been meant for me to do. I have no regrets at all. I mean, certainly I wish that the films that I've done in the past had made a bigger splash at the box office, but ultimately, really, that's none of my business, what a film makes at the box office. I think that people will catch on in their own time, I think that maybe there's certain films that I did that they weren't ready for yet, whereas they're starting to catch on now. I think people want something different these days. I don't think they want to be told what to think. They don't want to be censored. They don't want to be underestimated. I think they're changing now, and thank God, now that we're coming into the year 2000, they want to be fed something different. They're tired of having formula shoved down their throats, and this film is the ideal film for that.
Why not? I mean, if a thing's worth doing, it's worth doing right.